Introduction. Ladies, it may hurt to admit this, but you may be more ugly than you realize. Not just on the outside, however. Being unattractive as you age is about much more than wrinkles and gray hair. So if you're over 60, you need to hear this. In fact, even if people are too courteous to tell you, I'm going to share 12 telltale indicators that you may be an ugly, older woman. If you identify more than 4 of these in yourself, it's time for a significant shift. Watch through to the finish. Tell me in the comments which number startled you the most. And please like and subscribe to this video. You harbor resentment towards the past. I've been there, you see. I've sat at kitchen tables with women who reenact their ex-husband's 1987 actions for hours on end. Every mistake their children made, every job they lost, every pound they gained, and every betrayal are all replayed for them. What's the worst? They believe it to be harmless, just letting off steam. But nothing aged you more than bitterness, my dear. It seeps into your eyes, your posture, and even the way you speak. Like second-hand smoke, it is perceptible to people. It not only makes you unpleasant to be around, but it also changes you from the woman you used to be. Letting someone off the hook is not the goal of forgiveness. It's about getting rid of the burdensome old suitcase of pain you carry with you everywhere you go. You want to seem more radiant in a day? Give up the resentment you've harbored since Nixon took office. You never give other women praise. At a community center, I once sat next to a woman who was wearing a lovely brooch. It was simple, elegant, and classy, and I saw that the woman opposite from us looked at it 3 times, obviously admiring it. However, she remained silent. Why? Because complimenting another woman can feel like a point lost to certain women. They would rather keep their mouth shut than acknowledge, "You look nice today," as though they are somehow diminished by the brightness of others. That is simply insecurity, and it is evident. The energy you bring into a space is what makes you ugly, not your hair or clothing. Kind, self-assured women inspire others. Because she is aware of her own value, she helps everyone around her feel beautiful. It's time to consider why you might be hesitant to provide compliments. You speak but don't pay attention. This one hits close to home. This was a lesson I had to learn the hard way. I used to interrupt people while they were trying to tell me anything by saying, "Oh, that reminds me of when I," or, "Well, you think that's bad." I'll tell you what transpired. I believed I was relating, but in reality, I was controlling, and those around me began to turn away. The art of listening is lost. I'm referring to truly listening, which is simply standing still and hearing someone, whether it be our kids, our friends, or even the woman behind the pharmacy counter, without anticipating what you're going to say next, or waiting for your turn. Do you wish to be magnetic? Make others feel heard. Do you wish to repel? Make yourself the center of attention. Loneliness with lipstick is the other. Beauty is the first. Years have passed since you stopped caring for yourself. To be clear, it doesn't matter to me if you have silver roots or crow's feet. Both of them are mine, and I earned them. However, aging is not the same as giving up. There are women I know who haven't dressed in real clothes in years. They say things like, "Well, who am I trying to impress?" and don't brush their hair. They also live in dirty pajamas. The question is incorrect. How do you want to feel about yourself when you pass a mirror? Is the query. Taking care of oneself is about respecting oneself, not about pleasing other people. It's about demonstrating your continued concern for the world and for yourself. Hydrate your face. Shine your shoes. Choose a color that makes you feel better. It's not conceited. It is essential. You believe that men are the enemy. Please stay with me, even though I know some of you are going to click away. I've gone through a divorce. Someone has cheated on me. Before the term ghosting was coined, I had been ghosted. But you shouldn't despise men, just as I don't. You are not empowering yourself when you use statements like, "I don't need a man for anything. All men want is sex, and men are all the same. Refusing to want a relationship is totally okay. However, if you have a resentful or disgusted mindset, it comes from you. Your tone, posture, and facial expressions all reflect it. The truth is that there are many mature, kind, and lonely men out there who would enjoy a nice discussion, a stroll in the park, or just someone who doesn't treat them like an adversary. Reopen your heart, even if just slightly. More than any lotion could possibly do, it will soften your face. You tend to think the worst of people. One woman I know used to comment, wonder what she wants from me whenever you brought her a pie. She's only being nice because she needs money, she would whisper when her daughter called. Does that sound familiar? Assuming the worst is rot, not caution. It makes your soul bitter and makes you the person that people avoid. Indeed, we have lived long enough to understand that human beings are fallible. However, it is not wise to assume that every gesture is phony, every smile is deceptive, and every favor is a trap. That is a disguised form of fear. Furthermore, terrified women can come out as irate, domineering, and yes, ugly. Instead, try assuming good intentions unless they are shown to be false. Your entire world and your image in the mirror may change as a result. You spread rumors about ladies your own age. I've been on this planet for 70 years, and I can tell you this. Gossip is the scent of the insecure, and it smells. For sport, some elderly ladies I know will destroy their own pals. She has put on weight. At her age, she is dating again. I've heard that her son no longer speaks to her at all. Your remarks about other women reveal more about you than they ever will. You may believe that people are unaware, but I can assure you that they are, and they are curious about your words when you are not present. Ugly is a behavior as well as a physical attribute. Picking apart someone else's life over coffee is not a sign of connecting. Rather, it's a way to express your resentment. Gorgeous elder women encourage one another. In a race that no one is watching, ugly people compete. You justify your rudeness with your age. Oh, I just give it straight. I'm too old to mince words. I'm simply like that. Take care of it. Does that sound familiar? Sweetheart, that isn't being honest. In a wig, that is impolite behavior. At the post office, I once witnessed an elderly woman cut in queue, yell at a young clerk, and then remark, "Well, I'm old. I deserve it." No, you've gained a reputation for being disagreeable. There's a perilous misconception that as we become older, we can stop being kind. However, true wisdom is not being blunt. Rather, it is understanding when and how to speak as well as when to keep quiet. Do you want to be respected? Don't be cruel and demand it. Be kind and earn it. Being elderly does not give you a ticket to act rudely. Rather, it allows you to be your most graceful self. It's been years since you've actually laughed. When was the last time you laughed until your stomach ached? The kind of chuckle that lightens your spirit and makes your eyes water? Or have you turned into the type of lady who constantly scowls, gripes about the music of the day, scoffs at young people, and criticizes everything from the weather to the way someone chews? No matter how many wrinkles a person has, their joy is what makes them sparkle. A woman in her 80s who I once met made fun of her own poor hearing. She joked about using a walker. I can control my sense of humor, but I can't control my bladder, she said. She was also gorgeous because laughter is a source of youth that money cannot purchase. You fossilized, not aged, if you stopped laughing. Without recognizing it, you allow resentment to contort your face. You may believe you look good with your hair styled and your clothes put together, but tell me how your face looks when you're at rest. That may sound humorous, but it's important. Your face settles after decades of sighing, judging, sneering, and frowning. You walk around looking like you just bit into a lemon and didn't like the tree it came from, because the muscles remain there and the lines eat away at them. I was astonished the first time I had a friend shoot a candid picture of me. Even though I wasn't upset, I appeared to be. But while I wasn't thinking about it, that's what my face had turned into. When you get some alone time, look in the mirror. Let your face relax. Observe what? Your energy is what makes you beautiful, not your cosmetics. And that is evident even when you are silent. You behave as though life has ended. I'm devastated by this one. I know women who have passed away before their hearts failed. They quit dreaming, learning, and trying new things. They wait for the same day to come again, watch the same news, and sit in the same chair. They then say things like, "Well, I'm just old," after which, "I can't do it now." The ship has set sail. In actuality, though, your age does not make you appear elderly. You've given up, which makes you appear elderly. Try something different. Enroll in a painting course. Get familiar with using a smartphone. Take a date. Like this elderly woman, start a ridiculous YouTube channel. Until you declare you're done, you're not. Stagnation is the source of ugly, not gray hair. Continue to move. Continue to expand. Continue to live. Even at 90, beauty endures because of this. You're always contrasting yourself with younger ladies. To be honest, you will never again look 25. And you know what? It's okay. But you're feeding a monster that will eat away at your sense of value if you say things like, "Look at her tight skin. She doesn't know how lucky she is." Or "Men only want young women," every time you watch TV or browse social media. You grow resentful, envious, and yes, ugly. Though it's different at our age, beauty isn't just for the young. It's sagacity. Peace prevails. It's there. That cannot be faked by a 23-year-old on Instagram. And they know it in their hearts. They're still trying to find out what you already know. Avoid competing. Stop comparing your life to that of someone who hasn't even experienced theirs yet. And embrace your own definition of beautiful. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you liked this video. Tell me about one bad habit you've witnessed in yourself or others that you're ready to break. Remember to subscribe to my channel newsletter, where I publish inspirational tales like this one every week, along with honest, unvarnished conversation. Below is a link. What? You're not too old. You have only just begun.